Inquisitormaster is quite a colorful person, so her home has to be the same, right? Very colorful. Today on Roblox Squeeze, we'll be taking a look at inside of Inquisitormaster's home, the library. This room sways away from the royal castle aesthetic, but it is a close replica of the haunted library and the haunted mansion, and passionate Disney fans will be able to pinpoint the similarities. They like to keep a few haunted items in the room, especially in a large chest that Alex got from a vintage store. The most important item in this chest is a doll that went viral a few years ago for being haunted. It has a real spooky vibe. She's not the only spooky thing in the room. It's decorated with skulls, Chucky dolls, and monsters. One of the walls of the library is decorated with all types of weird cat paintings. One of them is also dressed as the It Clown. A tiny sloppy puppet from the Goosebumps book series is just sitting in one of the bookshelves. It was gifted to Alex by Zach. One column of the library does not have books, but instead it has been decorated by things that look like they could be used in a cult sacrifice. Oh, and that shelf has a secret door behind it which leads to their offices. The offices. Zach didn't show his office because he thought it was too messy, but we got to see Alex's office. As expected, it looks more like a part of Disneyland than an office. It includes a carousel horse and a castle painting. She keeps a rack of her favorite clothes in her office. This rack includes the exact same jacket that the Jimin from BTS wore in the Dynamite music video. She also has a tea table that has been set to like a doll tea party with fake food that looks delicious. One of the walls which happened to be directly behind Alex when she vlogs is wallpaper with a painting of a castle next to a river. She also has a literal throne in the office. All of her computer accessories are pink, so they blend in perfectly with the rest of the room.
That's why we ended up going with the custom one. Inside this thing are some of my vintage Star Wars figures.
The princess room. This room was entirely painted by Alex's parents. It is essentially a guest room, but Alex finds its pink walls pretty, so she sleeps here sometimes. It's also a desk that is used by the squad members sometimes. It is decorated by cat paintings in every corner. The bed frame is very elegant and has roses carved into it.
Today, we are going to be doing something really cool. So, look at if you guys have been sending me fan art.
The Star Wars room. This room was painted by the same artist who did the Rapunzel painting. It looks like a rip in the universe. It houses a Star Wars arcade machine, Star Wars figurines, Inquisitormaster's merchandise, and other pop culture merchandise. She has a Star Wars desk that is surrounded by a Stormtrooper and a Boba Fett statue. The ceiling is painted to look like a galaxy and has calming aura to it. The living room. Her house was made to look like a princess's castle, and it does not disappoint. She started the tour descending from a staircase that had its railing painted gold. Her boyfriend, Zach, was accompanying her during this tour, and she used him to compare the size of a giant chandelier. Spoiler alert, the gold-plated chandelier was bigger. The living room is made to be Rapunzel themed. The ceiling has been painted to be an exact replica of one Rapunzel had in her tower. The living room has been decorated with vintage mirrors, paintings, and lamps because Alex likes to collect them. The floors are tiled with beautiful gray marble floors. On one of the side tables, a tiny frame displays a picture of Alex and Zach in Disneyland. It's really cute. They also have a fireplace, but since they live in Texas, which is a hot state, they use the fireplace to keep their Wi-Fi devices. Their switchboards are covered with a gold disc, which makes them match the aesthetic of the rest of the house.
That awkward painting. Yeah. This is a photo where we went to Disney with family.
The kitchen. The kitchen is very close to the living room, so they have matching themes. The dining table is in the kitchen and it has accompanying chairs that almost look like thrones. The center of the dining table holds more Disney decorations. One pumpkin carriage from Cinderella really stands out. There is another giant chandelier where the dining table is. Behind the head chair is a beautiful painting of nature, which according to Zach is his favorite. The kitchen cabinets were painted by their mother to match the rest of the kitchen. They keep a few fairy tale books on the counter, which adds to the theme. Alex explains that her favorite thing in the entire kitchen is the fridge, which they had to have custom made since all the regular fridges were too modern to fit in with the theme. The fridge also stocked to the fullest. This was it from Inquisitormaster's house tour featuring Zachary Todd and her cats and dogs. Alex had promised a house tour when she reached 5 million subscribers, but she could not deliver on the promise either. She did not get to show a lot of the rooms of the house because they were supposed to get remodeled. She had pushed the house tour ahead so she could include the other rooms, but because everything got shut down due to Corona, the work was not finished in time. She reached 6 million subscribers and felt bad for not keeping her promise, so she just did a house tour of whatever rooms were available, which we are all thankful for. I personally love seeing every room of Alex's house that's been done so far, and maybe she'll do another one when the house is completely finished. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care.